How can we help you, officer?
Dick Jones is wanted for murder.
This is absurd! That thing is a violent mechanical psychopath!
My program will not allow me to act against an officer of this company.
I want a chopper! Now! We will walk to the roof very calmly. I will board the chopper with my hostage. Anybody tries to stop me, the old geezer gets it. Dick, you're fired!
Thank you.
Communion After Dark.
flowing, oh so strong in my face. The music always loud in my place. Tonight there is no stopping me. I'm sure the drugs will work just fine. Distraction of the chaos and some peace of mind.
but it is of no consequence.
Communion After Dark, welcome back for another week. It is the week of June 14th. And I'm Mouse. I'm here with Paradise and Gold. And we have special guests this week. We have Curse Mackey and Rona from SINE.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey. So good to see you guys. Oh my gosh.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Like
all
it's
right.
been a long time.
Wonderful to have you on the show.
Yes.
It's great to be here. Right here where I'm at. Together with you.
Yes.
It's good.
The set that you just heard, that was my set. And the last song that I played was by Nightcrawler, kind of a dark synth band that collabs with plenty of people in the synthwave scene. That was the song Gain Therapy, the Laser Punk remix, and you can get it on their album Visionary, the deluxe edition. Before that was XTR Human with the song Leben ohne dich, featuring Luca Gillian. He is new to Fleisch Records, based out of Germany, and the album is called Gold, Gold. And you can also get it on Bandcamp. Before that, I played Years of Denial with the song Reverie. That is a new single by the band. They're kind of like a cold wave, like a Boy Harsher type of band. So all of their music is available on Bandcamp, and this is the first new song we've had in quite a while.
All right, and prior to that, we heard Frozen Plasma with a song called West End, and this is a new remix by System Glitch, and he's from Miami, Florida.
Really?
So he put his talents to this and did a remix. This is from their a song from Frozen Plasma's most recent album. It was Gezeiten. So you can get that on Bandcamp.
Cool. All right. Prior to that, Mouse played Rebirth, and it was the song Stress of the Damned. Is that right? Oh, Streets of the Damned. I'm sorry. That sounds better.
The stress
Sounds
of the
much
damned.
better.
I want to hear
Stress
about
That's what we're happening to us right now.
You can assume that the damned is pretty stressed out sometimes.
Streets of the Damned. I'm sorry. And the it was a Frozen Plasma remix. Oh, Mouse, look, you got a little Frozen Plasma set
I
going on
did.
there.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, pretty cool. And that was off the album System Error, which was released on EK Product. So yeah, pretty cool double CD there by that band with a bunch of nice remixes from
Yep.
a large. Everybody remixed them on that album. We talked about that before, but yes, large amount of artists, Covenant and many others.
Before that, I played Ultra Sun, they have a new song called Silver Smile. It's just a single. You can pick it up on Bandcamp for like $1. And then I started out with Deviator. I don't think we've played this one before. The track is Anatomy Omega, and it's the Grendel remix. So that's on Deviator's album IO that you can get on Infacted Recordings.
Yes. And then Ultra Sun, just so you know, that is on Cold Transmission Music. Don't want to slight Andreas there for one of his new bands. He's got so many bands. It's kind of hard to keep up with how many he signs, but they are another one. A new one, but another one. All right, so now we're going to do a shot of the week in honor of Curse and Rona for joining us.
I had no idea. Well, that's
I
kind.
know, that's so nice.
Oh.
Goodness.
So you got your shot?
Boom.
Yes.
Yeah. The house wine.
Get that cracking. Yeah.
Gold's got his. Ready, Gold?
Professional.
Yep.
So
Here we
professional.
go.
Drink it,
Yes.
drink, pal.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers to you
Cheers.
Now drink your drink.
I had to resist doing the pinky up thing, like.
I know.
So
Ugh.
dainty.
Is wine
Nice.
supposed to be carbonated?
If it's in a can.
Sparkling wine.
Maybe you've got sparkling rosé.
Mhm.
Is that what that is?
Ugh.
You got
Ew.
Is that funky?
carbonated ripple.
We have coming up conversations with Curse and Rona. We'll talk to them. Curse has got a DJ set. I don't know. Was it a collaboration or was it just your DJ set? Did you and Rona collaborate on the songs?
We had some creative consultation, and then I executed the technical wizardry required for such arduous tasks.
'Cause, you know,
It's a
he-
7-song
He's
set.
the wizard
so,
of the household, so.
Yeah.
Good.
so,
All right.
yeah,
Cool. So that'll be coming up in 2 sets. Gold is coming up next. I did want to mention as well, since this is showing up today, which is June 14th. In 11 days, our first Community After Dark Productions concert in collaboration with Doxa Booking is going to be at Will's Pub in Orlando. Set, who is from Texas, of your neck of the woods, will be here in Florida, and he'll be playing there on June 25th. So get your tickets. Sin 9 is opening, which is a Orlando-based band. And DJ Mouse
all
from
right.
Community After Dark will be spinning live for the first time in quite a while. Something like, 16 months or something along those lines, 16, 17 months.
Yeah.
That's coming up on the 25th again, so buy your tickets. The information you can find the events on Community After Dark. Our Facebook page, all the events are listed on there. It's also through Eventbrite. So all you have to do is search Set in Orlando at Will's Pub, and you'll find the tickets. One other thing we have coming up in a few weeks, we do want to mention Ethan Morales. I believe that's how you say his last name. Maybe I'm wrong. From Spawn Ranch fame and Metropolis and many other areas.
The band Noir.
Black Tape for a Blue Girl, Noir. That's his new art. That's true. That's his new project. He will be on our show in a couple weeks, so that's exciting. We're looking forward to having him. And
Awesome.
we have a July 1st event too, which we should probably announce real quick, just to make sure we get out there because it is getting close. July 1st, we'll have Community After Dark at the Orpheum. It's on a Thursday, and that will be a live DJ event that we're all doing. Gold, myself, that'll be the first time I'll have been DJing in quite a long time.
$5 Arnold Palmer's.
Oh yeah, there's a large amount of drinks, right? I think it was $5 Arnold Palmer's or $6.
There's $6 beer and a shot.
Yep, that's right. So there's drink specials. Covers only $5, and come out to the Orpheum and hang out with us. It'll be a good chance for me to see some people who I haven't seen since probably February of 2020, or I think that was probably the last time.
Four times.
Been a while. Or somewhere around that time frame. Anyways, all right. We'll talk to Curse and Rona a little bit after the next set about some questions, I guess, that maybe we have. Who's next? Gold?
Gold.
Yep.
Yeah. Go Gold.
Go Gold. All right, come
Go
back.
Gold.
Come back.
This is Community After Dark Radio, and you are listening to DJ Gold.
Do you wanna dance with me in the heat of the night? Do you wanna let me in? Can you go that far? You read my lips, I read your thoughts. Let's have a trip to the world of G for grumpy, O for outcast, T for trendy. flowers die. Less 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 flowers die.
Superficial world, no, you will never understand.
just have to keep moving, there's no point in turning back. We all know the sounds of those who'll be coming after us. They're all dressed in black. And we know that if we just can't stick together and hide among our own, there's a better life waiting for all of us once we get home. Darkened corners, we look for those we love. We leave no stone unturned, and we search down below, and we search high above. And it's no surprise that we keep on falling, but we always get up again, 'cause we're determined to reach our final destination once we reach the end, with hearts on fire. Take turn on trying to decide who's winning and who will lose. There'll be no escape for us no matter what we do or whichever side we choose. But we just stay true to our cause, and we know that whomever wins the war will live on as the ones who came first, because love is what we're fighting for, with hearts on fire.
right, everyone, welcome back to Communion After Dark. I'm DJ Tom, and you just heard Pending Position with a new release called Cooper Off Cooper. And that's the ES23 remix, and that's from their new Coffer Off Coffer remix EP. There's got Armageddon Dildos and a couple other big names on there. So
Armageddon, still my favorite name for a band ever.
Yeah.
It is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It is a good name. Good name. Came out, I remember when it came out in the early 90s with that East-West song.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Good name.
Yeah, East-West. Then they did that cover of Everyday Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. And then, prior to that, we heard a brand new Formalin with a song called Warzone from their Love and Nihilism album out on Formalin Music.
Finally out.
Yep.
We've been playing singles for a while.
Funky.
Yeah.
And prior to that, we heard Piston Damp with a song called Hearts on Fire. And it's not of a Bryan Adams cover or anything, is it?
I was going to say Cut Copy.
Cut Copy, yeah.
It's on there, Making the World Great Again. I love that title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's on Subculture Records.
And you were right, Gold. That is the brother of Stefan Groth from Pop Tigma. So yeah, it's Jonas. And that is his new project, and he's also in Pop Tigma as well with Steven. Okay, I
think he's a touring musician with him.
Yes, so pretty cool, and he's now singing. So
it's
that's
his
good.
little brother? That would be adorable.
It's his brother.
It's
brother.
A-Pop.
The fourth song in my set. Why am I taking credit for Gold Set? I apologize, Gold. Fourth set and Gold Set was
probably a good song.
Yeah, it was the St. Paul. The St. Paul released a single for their song Superficial on Infactor Recordings, and the remix. We'll look at it again. Another Frozen Plasma remix. Man, this is
Get some love on
Frozen Plasma.
And then before that, Gold played I Am the Shadow, also on Cold Transmission, with the song The Winter's Long.
Is that a song about Melissa?
What?
And that's from the Everything in This Nothingness Still release.
Great band.
Cool.
All right. And prior to that, all the way from the Soviet Union, we have Anti-Lav with a song called Goth from there. That's on a digital singles. Is that the Affirm, because their other track was I'm Not a Goth. And then I started out with Brand New Garbage, and they're back with an album they didn't expect to make. And the song is called Godhead. And I hope it didn't offend anybody. It's a little racy. And it's from their new No Gods, No Monsters.
I wasn't
No
offended.
Masters, sorry.
I wasn't offended, but now that you've given me the opportunity to think about it.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's give, before we go to your DJ set, give an introduction. I'm sure most people are familiar with your projects. Curse, you're doing your solo stuff now, but I mean, if you want to give like some introduction to, what you started out, how you started out, or where, the projects you've done. I know we brought it up a few times now on the show. Plus we brought up the fact that you filled in for Bauhaus when Peter Murphy was indisposed.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Curse Mackey. I live in Austin, Texas. I've lived in Tampa, Florida for years, and I just want to make a quick tell you guys just how amazing it is that you've continued to have Communion After Dark going on. To me, it's like a worldwide known, influential broadcast mechanism that you've shared great music to so many fans around the world, and you've really helped elevate the scene worldwide. So, and it's not easy to keep doing these things week after week and doing a YouTube show and your podcast and all the events you put on. I really want to thank you for my artistry and Rona and just everybody, all the bands that you support. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
So it's nice to be here.
I appreciate that.
Very nice.
Yeah, it feels like home hanging out with you guys again. So thanks a lot. And what I'm doing is I've mainly just performing under my own name right now. Curse Mackey is a solo entity after years of working in large scale bands such as Pigface, which is kind of just like the greatest melting pot of industrialism, I guess, when it comes to music that exists. And that's an ongoing project, as well as my life with the Thrill Kill Cult. I spent quite a few years working with. And then Grim Fairies was a band I had in Tampa for a while, and then started out in Evil Mothers, this sort of tribal industrial punk thing from San Antonio, Texas. That is what got me into the whole thing, because I started out as a DJ, basically in DJing in gay new wave clubs in San Antonio, Texas. And before I was a DJ, I was a lowly bar back and literally the janitor. And that's how I got my start in the music business, was because I was willing to clean the toilets and scrub the sinks of a newly formed dance club that specialized in playing cool new, what was new at the time, like Depeche Mode, New Order, starting to get into post-punk stuff, Killing Joke and Susie, and industrial and everything that came afterwards. So I kind of just existed at a good time. So that's kind of been my trajectory, I just was willing to clean toilets in a bar and help other people do stuff, and it kind of led to cascading opportunities that still bring us to this point today. So that's kind of what I always say, is just be willing to do the job somebody else doesn't want to do, and you never know where it might lead.
I believe you're coming back with your own song, which is brand new, on your brand new single you just put out. I believe it was a couple weeks ago, right? On Negative Gain Recordings?
That's right.
Or Records, I'm sorry.
Yeah. The single's called Submerge, and it's from my self-titled album, the first one that I did under my own name, called Instant Exorcism. And that was a remix done by my most awesome co-producer and really good friend of mine named Chase Dobson. So he did the remix. Chase co-produced Instant Exorcism with me, and this remix was more his vision brought to life, and I think he did a splendid job. And also Ronnie Moorings, the singer and kind of brain trust of Clan of Zymox, also participated in the performance of the song by playing guitar on it. So
come on back for Curse Mackey, and we'll see you soon.
Communion After Dark.
This is Ben V from the band Ludovico Technique, and you're listening to Communion After Dark.
emotion, fills like sex and destruction, hell, pain, rage and emotion, fills like sex and destruction, hell, pain, rage and emotion, fills like sex and destruction, hell, rage and emotion.
All right. Welcome back to Communion After Dark. I am Curse Mackey, and this is my lovely cohort in crime
What'd you call
and
it?
life. Cohort in crime. Rona Rougeheart from the awesome band called SINE.
Hello, everyone.
We're happy to be here.
Yes, very.
I like that. So it's Rougeheart. Not
Rougeheart. I know it. People think it's
Rougeheart.
Rogueheart.
Okay. Right.
And I didn't think about that, but
Rougeheart. I like that.
thank you.
Nice name.
It's a beautiful color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Image. So, well, thanks for letting me share some music on your show and getting a little set in. It's fun to get back at it. And the last song I played was IMX Unified Field. And the reason I played that is because I highly admire Chris Corner and his work ethic and what he did during the pandemic to keep his career going. Because amongst many, obviously had many tours destroyed and a lot of kind of dreams and goals shattered. So I find his aesthetic and the way he works very admirable and inspiring. And the thing about the Unified Field in particular, as I was just kind of thinking about life, and that song happened to come on, and I just see that until we kind of are, because we are all, like, if you're into like string theory and theories of the universe, I like all parallel universes and talking about that futurism of science and space. But when you get into that, like particles and the way we all exist together, like we all have to be in harmony at the end of the day, no matter what, and because we are all part of the same body. And Unified Field, I think, makes sense when I just see sometimes like just trivial arguments amongst groups that I like, say, that are within the same genre or music, and they're fans, and they get in these stupid fights online. It's like, God, now you just set us all back because you're fighting amongst yourselves over something that's just so. We have much larger things to worry about in life. So until we're unified, we're all going to continue to feel pain and have setbacks that don't allow us all to elevate as fast as we could. So I think it's a sign of positivity going forward into the future. So that's why I wanted to put that out there. Stay out of the mire and the muck of stupid online arguments and put something positive, or go draw.
Yeah.
Prior to that, our dear friends from Brooklyn, New York, Boot Blacks, and we became friends, Rona and I, with that band when we both played Cold Waves Festival together in 2019, and we were assigned dressing rooms together. And so it was just like, well, hi, we're roommates now instantly. And we just hit it off so great, and we love them so much. And they, Barrett came out to the Pigface show, and then they were at the Clan of Zymox show when I played with them in New York, and all just great stuff. And this is Hidden Things, is the song, and that's one of them that I just really, really want to play in a club from my own DJ desires right now. That will be one of the first songs that I will play. So, and I can't wait to see them.
It's got a great video, by the way.
Sure does.
It also has a really cool video. It's one of the first Boot Blacks videos that we showed on our show, Villains Wear Black Presents.
Nice.
So, so that song also has a special place in my heart too.
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of these songs, a majority of the songs on this set were also played on Villains Wear Black Presents, which is the weekly television show out of Austin, Texas that Rona produces. Then I help out on here and there. Prior to that, that I was mixing into the Boot Blacks was a song I also love playing in a club and love watching this gentleman perform live is Black Asteroid. Who we've also shared lineups together at Cold Waves Festival. In particular, Brian Black, longtime friend of mine, and I love Black Asteroid. This song has Zola Jesus doing vocals, and it's gorgeous. It's called Howl, and it slams. I think he's doing like dark techno in a really, really cool way.
Really great.
Prior to that was Come Down by Ogre, his solo project. Vocalist from Skinny Puppy, from his album Undeveloped. And it's another one. Sometimes when I DJ, I might have an idea of what I want to play like a week ahead of my set, but then something will happen throughout my day that just completely shifts where my head's at. And the song Come Down came on the other day too. And it's one of my favorite songs by Ogre. And I wanted to just get some representation of Skinny Puppy and their legacy in this set, because that band really, and Ogre in particular, so supportive of me over my career, that I think that it's one of the most foundational bands, I think, in this
Good
genre.
band to have backing you up, that's for sure. Good band.
So all good there. And then for something super new and fresh, I Detach by ESA. This song is just like pounds. I want to hear this in a DJ club, in a nightclub as well, in a DJ set. I love what Jamie Blecker's doing, and his video to it is killer. And
he's great. I mean, he has very
nice
high production value on everything. It's awesome. He was one of my faves on the show as well. Like, I love playing his videos. It was awesome.
Yeah. Prior to that was Drugs by SINE, featuring a guest appearance by me. Yeah. And that's my favorite song off of her record Insomnia, For the Dance Club. I thought it was just has a cool aesthetic, and it's a very cynical, tongue-in-cheek message about why sometimes you should be more selective about the friends you let into your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, truly. I mean, I originally wrote the song because it is kind of like a humorous thing, you know, where they only like you for your drugs, you know. And I actually witnessed people like, and we've all witnessed people like this in clubs, where that was the person everyone went to, but then behind their back, they're talking about how they don't like them or whatever, you know. So it was kind of a little, my sarcastic way of putting that message across. But that song in particular is special to me. And Kerr sang in studio on that track because I was just like, you know, I'm just not like hard enough on my own. I need like a man's voice. I need somebody deep. And so I was like, okay, Kerr, get on this. So he did an awesome job, but it does have a special place in my heart otherwise, because that's the song that we performed together for the very first time in Orlando at the Plaza Live when SINE opened for Peter Murphy. So that song, when we performed, David J saw us together, and we can talk about that later also if you want, but that song was the one that made him go, you and you are coming with me.
And then Submerge is my new single, and that was what I started my set with. It's the remix by my co-producer Chase Dobson, who co-produced my album Instant Exorcism with me. Chase is amazing and did a great job on this remix. And then the song also, in all its forms, features a guitar performance from Ronnie Moorings, the vocalist and founder of the band Clan of Zymox, who was the band that I was on tour with up until the moment when all came down to an end.
I appreciate your set. Good stuff. You got both SINE, Curse Mackey, both in the set, which is nice. I'm glad. I love the SINE album. I love your stuff, Curse, you've been doing. In 2021, which the year we're in right now, we will be seeing both of you at Absolution Fest. Absolution Fest is a festival that I started back in 2019 with Pete Olin of Indoxa Booking, and this is going to be our second year for the festival. It's a 3-day event. Curse will be co-headlining on Thursday, which will be our first day of the event. That'll be on October 7th. And SINE will also be playing on that day, so it'll be a double party.
We're excited.
We are very excited.
Cannot wait to get back. It still seems like a long time away, but it'll be here soon. But we're really excited, and thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to both of you playing. It's going to be a great opening day to Absolution, and tickets are going fast. We've sold over 50% already, at least of the weekend passes. So if you want to go to Absolution in October, buy your tickets before they're gone. So we'll definitely be talking much more. Do not go anywhere. We want to. There's a large amount to talk to Curse and Rona about. So they have probably the most extensive history of anybody that we've had on the show. So do not go anywhere. And then I am next.
All right.
Come back for my music.
This is Communionafterdark Radio.
You are listening to DJ Paradise.
I'm certain to forget.
I close my eyes, I die inside. When I believe you're mine, they watch and they see every move we know we can't break the rules. A kiss like this is suicide. 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 Entranced with each beat, with every glass of wine in me. If I could only have, let's sneak away from all of this and dance alone until we forget. A kiss
Carry up a cynical God's last breath, determined to fail. Pointless ideas born to decay. Torn apart, we stand divided. Show so perfect gray. I'll imagine we cover my vision and enigma, leading me out of eternal midnight, dissolving my consciousness, hailing from remote spaces, to rest my weary head. Listen to your tales of random serenity. Switch off the light to hide from reality.
Welcome back to Community After Dark. I am Paradise, and you just heard my last set of our show. I hope you enjoyed it. The last song you heard was a brand new track by Midnight Resistance. The song you heard was Serenity, and that is off the Serenity single, which you can pick up on Bandcamp. Midnight Resistance is a band, I believe, out of Greece that we played a large amount of their stuff over the years, and he's been putting out a few singles here and there. I'm glad to see Nico's back. I love his voice and the synth pop sound he puts out. It's great time. Go give it a listen. The fifth song I said was by Deathless Veronica, another artist who will be at Absolution Fest this year.
San Antonio.
Yeah, she's a very nice person. Yep. Extremely excited to see her live. The song you heard was Death Kiss, and that is off her album Chemical, which is on Cold Transmission as well. There's the third Cold Transmission artist we played in the show.
The fourth song in Paradise's set was by Leathers. She's back with the song Reckless. Leathers is Shannon Hemmett from Actors. So if you listen to this EP, it actually sounds like Actors with a female vocalist. So that was kind of amazing.
Awesome.
And you can get it on Artifact Records.
And they will be at Absolution as well. Not Leathers, but Actors. And Shannon will be there as well.
All right, prior to that, we heard Traders with a song called Magdalene from the Sick, Tired, and Ill album. And that's coming out on July 30th on Bandcamp, so go check it out.
Yes. I love Traders.
That's good.
He's channeling Robert Smith on that song big time. Good stuff. Very good band, and I'm looking forward to bringing them to Florida one of these days because I really enjoy their music. Looking forward to that album. Second song on my set was by Noise Unit. They're back. That's a blast out of the past. Bill Lieb has got a brand new album coming out on September 3rd, and the album is going to be called Deviator. The song you heard was Atrocity Atrocity Obsession. And that features Raymond Watts, another blast from the past name. Raymond Watts, of course, is famous for Pig. And he did do some stuff with KMFDM over the years as well. So yeah, good track. I really enjoyed the collaboration they did, and that's on Artifact Records. And the first song my set, I love this new track by Ritual Veil. The song you heard was Keep Looking Down. That is on the Keep Looking Down EP. It's a 3-track single EP. It's three tracks, and it's on Bandcamp for purchase now. You can go ahead and get it. That band, actually, I originally was trying to book them back in 2019 for Absolution, and I thought they broke up, but they're back. And I believe it's a different formation. They were originally a 3-piece band. Now they're a 2-piece, but the new song's great, and I'm glad to see they're back. I believe they're out of Oregon. So good band, and definitely check that out. I love the new song. Yes, the new song's really good.
They sound a lot more new wavy than they did originally. So I'm wondering if their rearrangement changed the way their music sounds now.
Possibly. I mean, it's a good sound they got going on now, though. I really enjoyed that new track. All right, so there's my set. I have one more song coming up, so don't go anywhere. We want to read our donations because we have to give love, and I want to thank everybody. It actually made me really happy this week because we got some single donations. We hadn't had any in a couple of weeks, so it was very nice of the people who helped out, and we thank everybody again who's stuck with us as a monthly donator. It's very important that to us, I mean, for all the donations we've been receiving. Thank you.
So these are all our monthly donations. Again, you could go to our website, communionafterdark.com, and you can find donation buttons there. Or you can go to our link tree at Communion After Dark and find the donate button. Thank you so much, DJ Vegan in Black out of Chicago, Jan Rolf Zimmerman, Paul Crouch, Stephanie Roper, Ruben Carter, Terrific Trades LLC, Brandon Stadler, Thorsten Sendler, Autumn Webster, Lauren Tarnowski, Gregory Watkins Colwell, the Dark Lord of Serpents. Thank you, Greg. Bo Brion, Chris Cantlin, Neil McCombie, otherwise known as Scotch McNeil on Twitch, Mike Polineski, Eric Fritzler, Jeffrey McLean, Charles Baker, Rick Newman, Mr. Teapot from Sheffield.
I believe he's from Sheffield. Mm-hmm.
James Huddleston, Alexander Upoff, James Weichert, Original Art, Stephen Urquieta, Michael Fincham, Kat Lee, Luis Garcia Rivera, Rupert Oswald, Marcus Konigstein, Will Friss, Tobias Sargent, Steve Hussey. Hi, Steve.
One-time donations, I wanted to thank everybody again. We really appreciate, because I had mentioned that a couple weeks ago, we hadn't really been receiving regular donations. Well, that's not the way I would look at it, like one-time donations, which definitely helps keep the show running. So I want to thank everybody again who did this. Vivian Diaz, who's from Gaithersburg, Maryland, said, "Thank you guys. I'm a huge fan." Susan Brophy, who I believe listens to us on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. She sent us a donation. Thank you, Susan. Pekka, who's also that's Mouse's person on Twitch. Pekka said, "Hi, this is Pekka 989. I love you guys." And he said, "That's all." Then he said, "Keep the streams coming." So thank you, Pekka, and thank you for all the support you provide to us on our Friday Twitch streams. Samuel Iliff, who is from, I believe, Scotland, if I'm not mistaken. Samuel sent us a donation. He said, "Thanks, Mark, for all the great music." Jessica Football, also on Twitch, or Jessica Shea. She's from Roanoke, Virginia. Thank you, Jessica. And Mary Scott, who's from Tampa. Thank you, Mary. She sent a donation this week. She said, "Thank you for the Cab podcast." And the last one I want to read here is from Joseph Mathosian. I think that's how you would say, or Mathosian. He said, "After a very long absence, I am back and almost caught up with the podcast. Please enjoy my donation and keep up the great work. And I'm sorry, that was his donation. There was one more. I apologize. I actually was reading.
How are you going to miss Dirty Juicy?
Yeah, I missed that. We got a donation from Jordan Molina, who said, "Dirty Juicy, here, been listening for 6 years now." Dirty Juicy.
Dirty Juicy.
As a birthday present to myself, I wanted to donate to the best podcast that's on and going. I listen on Spotify. Also wanted to thank Mouse for the amazing set for World Goth Day. Peace and love, Dirty Juicy.
Yeah.
I love that.
I did a goth set.
Yes.
For World Goth Day. Dirty Juicy.
Dirty Juicy. All right. So please do not go anywhere because we have a large amount to talk to Rona and Curse about. Very large amount. We want to make sure that we get in the last song here, and then we're going to be talking to them, and we will maybe throw in some comments as well from our listeners in the meantime. But that we've accumulated from, I believe, YouTube this week and Mixcloud, if I'm not mistaken. But Cold Cave, I'm playing Cold Cave to finish off the show, which is the song Confetti. One of my favorite songs that's been released in like the last 10, 11 years. I absolutely love this song to death. I could hear it over and over, and I'll never get bored of this track. Cold Cave is celebrating their, I believe, 10-year anniversary of Cherish the Light Years. They have a vinyl available on Bandcamp. I bought it. And you should go buy it too, because it's a phenomenal album. And I absolutely just adore the song. So come back and listen to the song, and then we will be talking a large amount to Curse and Rona. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. Back at Community After Dark. And we have Curse and Rona, who Curse again is on Negative Gain. Yeah. Rona is also... Rona, are you on... What,
I'm
do you have a label? Or independent. So somebody needs to sign Rona.
Most definitely.
Somebody
sign.
Sign her. Yes. So we have a bunch of stuff to talk to them about. Mouse, you want to start off?
Sure. I might as well go first. So we talked about how you were like part of all these bands. Can you remind me what instruments you play and what you did in these different bands?
Okay, play in Pigface, and that one mostly, I started out mainly doing all the samples, playing keyboards and like just organizing noise and doing some, but I guess I have always kind of guest sang on some songs. And so it's kind of a mix of putting all the samples together and then singing. And then the last couple of tours, the last, like the 19-date tour we did in 2019, I just did vocals, shared vocals along with a wonderful ensemble of other guests or just other members of the band, I should say, be it, Leslie Rankin from Ruby, or we had, even this last tour, we had Randy Bly, the singer of Lamb of God, like one of the biggest metal bands on the planet, which was really cool, like doing dual vocals with him at times. So Pigface is fun because it's just, there's no backing track. It's the backing track is just the potential for danger and chaos through music on stage and what happens with the band in its interactions. It's much more freeform. And then with My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, I played with them for 6 years as keyboards and extra vocals, and then also like co-tour managing with Buzz McCoy. We used to just so I think the part, since I used to promote shows for bands, because Martin Adkins and I have co-tour managed Pigface tours on our own without any other management representation, so to speak. And I think that just comes from my background in promoting shows and booking tours, that we can kind of manage these things really easily on our own. So that's for those bands, that's the thing. And then for me as a solo artist, the reason that I did that was that I just wanted to, because things like Evil Mothers, where I was just a vocalist, but we had 2 drummers, and Pigface is 9 or 10 or 30 people on stage at one time, and TKK is really Groovy Man and Buzz McCoy's project, and I was just able to lend a hand and help out. So the solo album was really the first time that I just sort of set foot on the stage completely alone with no other support system. So the early shows of the solo shows were like some of the more terrifying ones that I've had as a performer, because there's no backup. It's just me up there. So if anything goes wrong or goes right, it's entirely just my responsibility and adventure to take. So it's been gratifying and fun, but I look forward to, again, operating in a more band-like setting. And Rona and I have some things brewing that might present that.
Nice.
That we'll be able to share soon enough. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, it's good. And your live set is great. Huh? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Do you have another question, Mouse?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You've obviously done so many shows. Is there one that like stands out to you as like your favorite show that you've done?
There's a lot of them. They kind of come in different ways. Like for Evil Mothers, probably my favorite show. Well, one time we got to play the Ritz in New York, and it was like opening for Pigface, and Psychic TV was on the bill, and that's where I first got to meet Genesis Peorage. And
Nice.
it's just, there was a lot of buzz on Pigface back then, so there was a ton, like Jim Thirlwell from Fetus, and I don't know, just like a lot of kind of the superstars of the scene were at the show. And it was our first trip, my first time to ever be in New York. And then we also got to open for Einsters into Neubauten in London for their first show.
Wow.
That's a big one. Like Nick Cave was there. So that was
Nick Cave. Oh,
yeah. So that was kind of cool. And then, but again, sometimes it's like, I don't know, probably for the solo project was getting to do play Instant Exorcism at Cold Waves Festival, because I got to play Chicago Metro as a solo performer, and that was always a very profound stage to me. So those are a couple of the faves that are currently on my mind.
I ask you, Rona, since we have you here, you have so many projects outside of SINE. You have Villains Wear Black. So you want to talk a little bit about your show, and then, I mean, I went to your website. You do so many different things. I know you do some modeling. You do the show. I know you do photography or like some type of art as well. So you're multi-talented.
I just did a Clan of Zymox video.
Yes, I did a Clan of Zymox remix and a video for them for the song Lockdown. And of course, it's called the SINE Remix. So
nice.
That's out there. And before that, I did a remix for the band Solve, which is Brant Showers, who's also part of Amon, whose song is Never Enough. And he asked me to do a remix for that, which I did. And I also provided him with a nice video visual to go along with it. But, I think I do so many different things because I guess I'm rooted in like art and graphic design. And really art is my main focus, art and music. But along with graphic design, that helps me create things like websites and videos and stuff. And the reason why that I created Villains Wear Black Presents was because the whole pandemic happened and all of us got shut down as far as like we couldn't play any live shows anymore. Saw so many friends of ours being, put in very depressing states, like, oh, what do I do with myself kind of. And I was feeling that way too. 2019 was an amazing year for SINE, and I mean, it was crushing. And so the only way I could think about solving that issue was to try something different, which I'm always into. I like to try different things and learn new technologies and whatnot. So I started in the producer program here in Austin, Texas, and decided to apply for an actual television series, which I didn't expect to get. Because I'm like, I'm a first-time producer. They're not going to pick me. Well, they picked me. So
that's awesome.
And it was kind of a little bit of a like, now I'm on the hook for like 18 shows for an hour a week, So what I decided to do was we did some interviews. Kirst and I did some, but I really wanted to showcase music videos. I wanted to showcase art because musicians are so much more than just the sounds they make.
Sure.
I mean, the videos, I can't believe how wonderful and amazing all these artists are. They are so innovative. They do videos themselves. Some of them have budgets and they make bigger, more lavish music videos. And I really wanted a place for people that we were friends with and also fans of to showcase their music and have a way to have an outlet. And the first season, we've done 2 seasons. I've taken the summer off because I just needed a break, doing an hour, television show every week with fresh content. It just takes up a lot of time. And I needed to take some time to finish SINE's second album and, do a few things for myself. So I would say within those 2 seasons, we've probably have at least 160 bands or so that were involved in the show. Yeah.
That's great.
And every single one of those people we contacted. There wasn't like a video vault that we just dragged stuff from. I mean, we had Kirst and I both worked.
A lot of networking.
Yes, a lot of
with our
networking
friends.
with friends and also with record labels. I did an entire show of just negative gain artists just to feature them and feature their works. So, and I will probably do a couple of specials this summer. But definitely want to get you guys on there. We're definitely we got to definitely do a little special for Absolution.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to do it in a few segments. Actually, I want to do it in multiple weeks. I think that would be really fun. Actually,
That'd be awesome. You're right. There's a large amount of talented people. So, Rona, why don't you give the listeners your information where they can catch your show? Because in case they haven't, seen it before, they don't know where to see you.
Yeah. Well, currently, they are playing reruns every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Central. And you can find out how to watch on villainswearblack.online. That's where we have, where you can watch either streaming online, you can watch on Austin Television, Channel 16, or you can watch on Roku, Fire, and Apple TV.
Nice.
So it's pretty broad. You should be able to see it pretty much anywhere you are. And it's Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. And like I said, they're doing replays this whole summer. So if you've missed some, you can always catch up that way. I do not have them on YouTube or anything as of yet. Maybe at some point we'll plan having.
It's like real television. You have to be there at a specific time to watch
you
it,
have
and
to
it
be there to
originates
watch
from a
it.
television.
Yeah.
So
I do want to ask for both of you, Kirst, start off. What's next for your, project? I mean, I know you got the new single out, which people should go buy in Bandcamp. Of course, it's available right now. Just came out with Play on Zymox. But what's after this? What's next?
Yeah, what's coming? My plan is I'm just in the middle of sort of it's the tail end of the life cycle, if you will, a little bit of instant exorcism as I'm transitioning into my new album. So I just got back from Denver where Chase Dobson and I were working together. That was my first time on a plane in 14 months. That was pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
Fucking Denver airport was insane. You would not have even known that anything ever shut down. It's crazy. So we're way in deep on my new record and it sounds pretty intense. I'm really excited to perform. I'll definitely be playing new material live at Absolution Fest. So that's what I'll be working on behind the scenes all summer, but also along with that, there's a series of remixes and further material from Instant Exorcism. So I still have another After You Destruction remix and video coming out. The Submerge video will be coming out. So basically throughout the summer, I'll have some things to keep everybody entertained that enjoys what I do leading up to the new album.
But thank you very much. And we definitely would like to have you back on before Absolution. So maybe we'll work something out around September or something as it gets
we'll have some new music for you then too. So lots to share.
Yes, and I will definitely be playing new music for Absolution as well.
Oh, nice.
Cool. New SINE stuff is like, it's pretty
awesome,
trippy and heavy. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's really...
it like I said, again, I'm a little off the beaten path, but
good beats.
But good beats,
Good beat.
Yeah.
So make sure you check out both their releases that are out. Instant Exorcism by Kirst Mackey and Insomnia is the album that is out. You want to check that out from SINE. Good, very good stuff. And So go to Bandcamp, give them some love. We can put up the links on our show. We'll have all that. We'll get that from them and put up the links. And thank you again for joining us. And we'll definitely have you back again. So I guess that's about it for this week. We will read some comments next week because next week I think it's just me, Mouse, and Gold next week. So come back for our just us three. People might be bored of us, but that's all right. Come back.
No way.
We'll be watching.
We'll be watching.
All right, there you go. See you then. Thank you guys again.
Right. Thank
you. Thank you.
Be good, little sinners.
Yeah. Be bad, little sinners.
Where are you transmitting from, Curse?
We are transmitting from a very a small region of Austin, Texas, known as Tarantula, Texas. Where the population, well, actually, two humans and one boxer.
Yeah.
Technically Austin, Texas on the map, but we like to think of it as Tarantula, Texas, which is our own little private.
Nice. I like that.
Commune.
Is there a lot of tarantulas there?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All over the place.
Pretty,
they grow on trees.
I've heard crazy stories where they like migrate across the highway and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like big herds.
Some of them almost the size of cattle.
No, shut up.
Are they called a herd of tarantulas? What are a bunch of them called?
Yeah, a gaggle.
A gaggle. Oh, that's good.
I'd be open to hear what people think. If it's a gaggle of tarantulas, a herd, or what else it might be.
Yeah.
I learned how to work in a nightclub just by being willing to while everybody else was partying, I would have to clean up vomit in the girls' bathroom or whatever. But ultimately, I was able to get essentially a DJ internship with this gentleman, DJ Jesse, who was by far the best DJ in South Texas. He was a master beat mixer, and he taught me how to DJ on Technique's 1200 turntables. And his record collection was massive, and he had everything, every factory records, 12-inch, every 480 thing, every import Depeche Mode 12-inch, just all the like Razor-made stuff back in the day, like really cool shit. So I'm like, how do you do that? So he would teach me a little bit each day and I would help him load his records in and out, to the point where he finally was like, you're getting pretty good at this. Why don't you take over on Saturday night? It's almost like getting to DJ at the castle from the time the doors open until people start showing up. Essentially, that would be the slot that he would offer me in San Antonio. So I do that. And then eventually I got my own night when the club wanted to expand, to open up. And that's where I created a thing called the Cadaver Club. And me and my friends started doing this weird, like Skinny Puppy inspired performance art shows and showing video, and I DJ. And out of that, I was like, hey, I should start calling these record labels like Wax Tracks and Network and 4AD and Mute, and trying to reach out. And I'm like, hey, I'm this guy in San Antonio, Texas, playing your music. Is anybody touring? And it ended up that Skinny Puppy was going on tour. And so we ended up pulling all of our illicit funds together, me and my friends, and we put on a Skinny Puppy show, and completely lost a lot of money, got in way over our head. It was crazy. But ultimately just made really good friends with Ogre and Kevin Key, who I'm still very good friends with to this day. And from there, Ogre was a very good advocate for us, because soon after we got to put on a show with Ministry, and then Al and I hit it off quite well. So I brought Skinny Puppy and Ministry, and then KMFDM and My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult. I got that call from Wax Tracks. They're like, hey, I don't know if you know this band, but they only have one single out. They're called My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, and they want to come play Texas, but they've only played like one show, and they only want $500 or whatever. And so I'm like, I had just bought that first cut, Shock of 0.6 12-inch of Thrill Kill Cult. And so me and my best friend Raleigh put that show on, and then we hit it off great. We had a party at our new apartment that we had just moved into, and we painted all the walls black, and it was just really funny. And so obviously that ended up working out well, because I continued to put on their shows and ultimately ended up in the band. And so I think the word just got out that there was a reputable person in San Antonio and Austin that could put on these shows. So I put on Frontline Assembly's first San Antonio show, and several. So I was mostly DJing and promoting until Evil Mothers took off. And then we got signed to Invisible Records because I put the Ministry Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste show on in San Antonio. And then we took the band out to dinner. So that's where I met Martin Adkins, literally just having fajitas with Al Jorgensen and Martin and Paul Barker, Chris Conley, the whole band. And they were all very inquisitive about who I was at the time because I was just almost like a teenager still putting on these shows. But me and Martin hit it off. And so then when Pigface came together after that tour ended, I got the call to put the show on in Texas, which they did one show opening for the Butthole Surfers in Houston and then came to San Antonio. And I put that show on, in which Evil Mothers then ended up on stage setting oil drums on fire at the end of the Pigface show encore. And that kind of led to us getting invited to be a support act for Pigface, which then led to me being invited to come up on stage and sing songs with Pigface and ultimately becoming an organic part of that band to this point.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. Very excited. You'll be playing with Corrine, which is which is going to be a great lineup with all three of you. Plus, we got 2 local bands playing that day as well. Gulf Boulevard, who are on the rise with their music.
I've seen some stuff about them. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome.
And Cold Medicine, which is the guy behind the lead singer of Sleeping Pills, Phil from Sleeping Pills. And Phil's a really nice guy. And Cold Medicine's a great project that he does. More of a electronic experimental project, but I really enjoyed his live set. So
Actually, these are my decrupt sunglasses.
Oh, hey.
Hey, all right. Nice. I have to hit you for a pair of those.
I actually was really enjoying you have the reflection of the monitor in your glasses, but it kind of gives a little max headroom kind of thing going on.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that.
Looks good.
Will someone turn off that music?
That's enough. I'm putting an end to this freak show right now.